Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR HALACHA. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, 28th day of November, 30th day of CHESHVAN, which means it's Rosh Chodesh. That's Wednesday night and Thursday marks the last day of CHESHVAN, Rosh Chodesh, and Thursday night and Friday marks the first day of Kislev, and that's the second day of Rosh Chodesh. A little word to you about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, wow, what an important word and what an important thing it is. Something that you need to know as a Jew, and that is that the roots of this word Thanksgiving go all the way back to your name itself. Let me explain to you what I mean. I may have said this to you last year. Leah, the wife of Yaakov, had her first son with Yaakov and called him Reuven. Reuben, see that I've had a son. He was called Reuven. She had her second son, and she said, Shama Hashem, Hashem has heard my prayers, and she called him Shimon. And her third son she called Levi because she said, Apam Yilave Ishi. Now my husband will be so close to me with three children. And when she had her fourth son, she said, Hapam Ode Es Hashem. Now I will thank Hashem. She knew that she had more than her fair share of children with Yaakov and was ever so thankful, and named her son Yehuda for Ode Es Hashem, I will thank Hashem. Now, through a big, complex chain of events, you know that the kingdom of the Jewish people in Israel, sometime after the passing of Shlomo HaMelech, split into two, with 10 Shvatim, 10 tribes sort of to the north, and Benjamin and Yehuda in the south. Eventually, things devolved, and the 10 Shvatim, the 10 tribes, were lost or scattered. And most Jews alive today trace themselves back to the remaining two Shvatim, which are Yehuda and Benjamin, and of course Levi. A lot of the Jews then were living in the area of what they called Yehuda. There was Yehuda v'Shomron. And so the name, well, first time it shows up for real, really strongly, is when a man called Mordechai shows up in the court of Achashverosh, and he's called Ish Yehudi. And that's sort of, I told it to you kind of quickly, but that traces back how our name started from Yehuda, and eventually it sort of became like a sticking name to all of us. All the way down until, not so long ago when Hitler, may his name be erased, put those yellow stars that said Jude, Jude, on top of Jews to wear, and we were marked. Of course, the name was with us long, long, long before, but Yehuda has become our name. And I told you this windy thing here because I wanted you to realize that the name that has stuck upon us is the name that came from Odeh Hashem, I will thank Hashem. So, thankfulness is really at the root and the core of everything in your being, and you were called a Jew, a Yehudi, a thanker, if you think about it that way. So when's Thanksgiving for us? Some people don't like when I say this, but it's every day of the year. Every day of the year is Thanksgiving Day. I'll prove it to you. The first words out of your mouth in the morning are Modeh Ani. I thank God. And that is, we say Modim all the time. We say No Delacha Hashem Elokeinu when we bench. It's just on our tongue all the time. And our Thanksgiving, the way I see it, is every single day of the year. We are overflowing with thankfulness to God all the time. And that's how a Jew celebrates. Last thing I'll tell you in this little speechy here is that a Jew doesn't even say Ani Modeh when he wakes up. I am thankful. He first says the word Modeh Ani, thankful am I. Because we wouldn't even mention ourselves before the word thankfulness. Modeh is the first word out of our mouth every single morning. And so Thanksgiving for you and I, if you accept what I'm saying, is every single day of the year. You should and could celebrate it also on the day that the country around us calls it Thanksgiving. And there's nothing at all wrong with doing that. It's not a religious ceremony. It's thankfulness. But the point is, don't let it drift away from you after the day of Thanksgiving is over, because our thankfulness is every day from the first second you wake up until the time that you go to sleep at night. We are thankers. That's at our core, in our being. Thanks for logging on, and have a good Chodesh, and log on again tomorrow on Rosh Chodesh for more. Bye-bye.